Evening, everybody. Today is Monday, June 3rd, 2024. It's 5 o'clock p.m. This is the City of LaPorte Redevelopment Commission meeting, special meeting, because it's a very special day. I'd like to call this meeting to order, and if we could all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call. I myself, Brian Chalik, is present. Damon Gassaway is present. J.T. McDermott is present. Betsy Parkinson is present. Jenna Francisconi is present. All present and accounted for. Public comment. Do we have any public comment? I'm opening public comment at 5:01. Probably going to close it at 5:01 too. It is closed. We have no old business, so we're going to go right to the new business. The resolution of the City of LaPorte Redevelopment Commission approving a taxpayer agreement for a new economic development project located in the City of LaPorte, Indiana. Mr. Cook.
Good evening to the Redevelopment Commission. Bert Cook, Executive Director of the LaPorte Economic Advancement Partnership. So as many of you know, we have a City Council meeting immediately following this. And so I will save some of my comments for that meeting. But as Brian said earlier, it is a special day in the City of LaPorte. And you have in front of you a resolution for consideration of signing of a taxpayer agreement between the Redevelopment Commission, the LaPorte City Council, and Microsoft Corporation. Microsoft is here with us today, and I'll introduce them here in a moment, but I believe maybe the proper course of action would be to start by reading this resolution into the record, and if you're willing, I'll go ahead and do that.
Would you please?
Resolution of the LaPorte Redevelopment Commission approving a taxpayer agreement for a new economic development project located in the City of LaPorte, Indiana. Whereas Microsoft Corporation, the company, has proposed to develop and operate a data center campus in the City of LaPorte, Indiana, the city, to include without limitation one or more data center buildings, as well as certain other buildings, structures, and infrastructure that are necessary in support of the foregoing use, collectively the project. Whereas the company is willing to commit to the investment of $1 billion in the project and further willing to commit to creating at least 200 full-time jobs with respect to the project. Whereas the company has requested a financial incentive consisting of a personal property tax exemption for qualifying personal property pursuant to Indiana Code 6-1.1-10-44, the data center exemption. Whereas the City of LaPorte Redevelopment Commission, as the governing body of the Department of Redevelopment of the City of LaPorte, pursuant to Indiana Code 36-7-14, as amended, has determined that supporting the company's efforts in developing and operating the project is in the best interests of the citizens of the city. Whereas a form of taxpayer agreement among the company as one party and the city, the council, and the commission as the other parties has been presented to the commission on the date hereof, which sets forth the terms upon which the company will receive the data center exemption during the term as set forth in the taxpayer agreement in exchange for its investment in and operation of the project, the form of which is attached hereto as Exhibit A, as in a part herein. And whereas, to induce the company to complete the project, the Commission desires to approve the execution of the taxpayer agreement. Now therefore be it resolved by the Redevelopment Commission of the City of LaPorte, Indiana, that Section 1, the Commission hereby finds that the execution and delivery of the taxpayer agreement are in the best interests of the city and its citizens. The President of the Commission is authorized and directed to execute the taxpayer agreement in the name and on behalf of the Commission with such changes and modifications as such persons deem necessary or appropriate to effectuate this resolution, said person's execution thereof to be conclusive evidence of the approval of such changes. Section 2. The President of the Commission the legal counsel of the commission, and any officer or member of the commission are hereby authorized to take such actions and execute all such instruments as are necessary or desirable to effectuate the resolution and the taxpayer agreement. That this resolution shall be in full force and effect from and after its adoption by the commission. So that is the resolution. Obviously, it references a taxpayer agreement, which is, outlines the performance on both sides between the company and the city in regards to this project. Mentioned in the resolution, but I'll mention it again, it's a $1 billion capital investment in our community, the southern edge of the city along Boyd Boulevard. They would create 200 jobs, 200 high-paying jobs here. So today, we've got representatives from Microsoft with us, and I'll just introduce them briefly. So Mike Stockwell, who is Land Development and Permitting Program Manager at Microsoft. Chris Silas, the America's East Regional and Land Development Lead. Mike Maga from Barnes & Thornburg, and Mike Falleroni, who's a Principal of Site Selection and Business Incentives for the company Ryan. So they're here as well, and at our City Council meeting, Mike Stockwell will speak as well. But I'm happy to try and answer any questions you might have about the project, about the agreements in front of you, the resolution or the taxpayer agreement. And I believe you have the map, Exhibit A to that agreement in front of you as well, outlining the parameters of the property.
Only thing I'd like to say is very much is welcome and thank you. And I'm sure I speak for all of us. You guys have any questions?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No questions.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution of the City of LaPorte Redevelopment Commission approving a taxpayer agreement for new economic development project located in the city of LaPorte, Indiana.
Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor state by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes unanimously.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. Since that's really all we had to do today, there is no other business. Damon,
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion and a second. No further discussion. All in favor state by saying aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody, for in attendance.